Okay, welcome back, and this is part 5. So we're going to limit the car's motion between the yellow lines. Okay, so this is going to be done with a couple extra events. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add, you can see right here it says adding 2 different events for each side, left and right side. Okay, so this is going to be a condition. So let's go ahead and start off a new comment section just to keep everything nice and organized, and we'll just call this limit car. And then we'll add a new event, and we're going to change the condition, and the condition is going to compare the x position of an object. So let's search for compare, and here it is right here, compare the x position of an object. It's going to be the player car, and it's going to be less than, so less than, and I think they said 60. Yep, 60. Okay, and then the action is going to be add a force. So let's say okay, let's add an action, and the action is force. So add a force to the red car, and they're saying 200 on the X and 0 on the Y. Let's just make sure our settings are correct. Good. And say OK. Okay. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but it's going to be for the right-hand side. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to copy the condition and paste the condition. Apologize. I wish I could scroll down further and move this up, but I can't. Okay, so we're going to change the value. It's going to be greater than instead of less than, and it's going to be 395 pixels on the x-axis. Say OK. And again, we're going to add another force. So copy, paste, and we'll change the value to -200. There we go, and press OK. Let's save, test. Okay, so let's see. Doesn't seem to be keeping me within the yellow lines there. So I'm not quite seeing the effect here. Maybe I need to do another step here. Okay, so I've hit a little bit of a speed bump here, no pun intended. But basically, the code looks right, but it doesn't seem to be working. So I'll have to figure that out. I'm a little stumped. It should be correct. I've tried changing it to less than or equal to. Less than is not working, but I think the code in the tutorial is correct. But again, for some reason, it's not working. So I will have to figure that out, and I might have to come back later on and show you what my solution is. But that is correct. If you see that over here, this is about 60, so if it goes to the left of the yellow arrow, it should be forced back. So I'm not sure what it is, but I will get back to you on that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this tutorial a little bit shorter, partly because my battery is getting ready to die. I will come back with a part 2 with hopefully a solution, but right now the tutorial is saying that the car should be limited to the left and to the right of the yellow lines, and that's not working out right. And then in the next part, we should start the collision. So I'll see you in the next tutorial.